Hello and welcome to Muscle Cranking System IX8. This is Chris Caruso, the creator of this system. Now, Muscle Cranking System is a system. It's not a routine or a program, or at least I think so, in that I created it to meet our psychology for progress. I created this system to be a set of rules of ABC 1, 2, 3, so we can simply go into the gym, do our numbers, not think about it, not strain, not try to make our muscles in real time per se, watching the mirror every 5 seconds. So we have a method to where if we just simply do the method, show up to the gym, do our numbers, we can make progress. And with this system, what I noticed is that I made progress per each muscle between each workout. That was noticeably visible, and also my strength gains were noticeable as well in terms of the amount of poundage I could handle and the amount of reps I could handle at a particular poundage. It was pretty neat. Now, what this means for you is I believe you can do the same. Now, what we do here with Muscle Cranking IX8 is that we break everything down. Okay, do you know that most people only lift for 20 to 30% of a lifting movement? If you really think about it, most people don't take care of the down move at all. They don't take care of the tops and the bottoms, and a certain chunk of the up move or the positive move is kick-started by momentum. And usually that's not, as I just mentioned, that's not gone and done, perform all the way to the top. Now, you probably heard something similar to this, have perfect form, blah, blah, blah. But what is perfect form? Well, I tell you, there are over 20, maybe 30 plus ways to lift a weight to cause stimulation that causes muscle growth. Now, what I like is to have the most efficient ways so I can gain the most muscle with the least amount of time involvement, with the least amount of I can't say effort, because an intense effort needs to be applied in order to stimulate muscle growth. But for my time in the gym, I want to actually look like I work out. Okay, I want to actually increase my strength as if I worked out. I don't want to sit there and go to the gym and not have results, or go to the gym for years and look the same. Do you know anyone like that? Okay, so what we want to do is get a highly efficient system. I particularly like high intensity. It's part of my personality. I love it. I love intense things. I love intense experiences. And I even drink way too many stimulants. Okay, I'm working on that. But this program is extremely intense, and it's very efficient, and it only takes a little amount of time. If you do an IX8 set correctly, you will not likely be able to do another set for that muscle group for that day. Okay, for example, if you do an IX8 on a standing barbell curl, it is likely that your muscles will be so pumped and so burnt, exhausted, that this is after one working set, okay, that you will not be able to work out that for the rest of your workout. But if you do that, if you've dropped the intensity a little, maybe you can do another set, or you can come back after you've done other muscle groups, or maybe you went off and did some cardio in between, because you're going to have a lot of extra time from this workout, because it's only going to take you per workout, maybe 15 minutes. If you start talking, maybe 30. Okay, so it's highly efficient. It gets it done, and also, I'm sure you've heard of these one set to failure types of sets throughout the history of bodybuilding, and that's a great thing. And actually, guess what? There are some very successful bodybuilders that used a variation of that concept. Mike Nesner, Dorian Yates, okay, to name a couple that made it really popular. And there's several bodybuilders that use that technique as well. Yet, the problem I ran into with that technique personally, and maybe I missed something, okay, but what I ran into is that A, it's easy to injure yourself, and B, the whole entire movement wasn't explained. I want to know what to do for every millimeter of the lifting movement. I need to know what to do at the top, the bottom, on the way down for every single millimeter of movement. I need to know what to do, because if I do not have an application for each millimeter, I am not paying attention. I'm losing it. I'm not working the muscle out during that time. And then guess what? I'm creating gaps in my form. And if I have gaps in my form, I'm creating weak pockets. If I have weak pockets, not only am I inhibiting my muscle growth and strength, but I'm also leaving myself open for injury. All right? I don't like injury. It's a waste of time. Obviously, you can tell by now I'm very keen on time. I like using my time very efficiently, and I like maximizing my time because I'm thankful for the time I have. Okay? And I think many of you out there are busy. You have stuff to do. You have other stuff you want to do. You're not going to be in the gym, 4 or 5 hours a day, whatever. You have things to do. So therefore, I create programs for you like this because I'm like you. I made these for me, really. Okay, now I'm just sharing some of my programs. So we need to know what to do with every millimeter of a lifting movement. Once I figured out this, and I call this the muscle cranking form, okay, as a standard way of lifting. That's why we have the muscle cranking system IX8 and IX9. We use this particular way of lifting, which I will teach you in the course. And once you learn this way, you will have the utmost perfect form covering every millimeter of lifting movement. And your strength, I can't, I'm not supposed to guarantee you or promise you things. You know how it goes with marketing and stuff. But there is going to be a high probability that your strength increases between each workout and your muscle size increases between each workout you do the program correctly. I will take you through the muscle building movement, and then you're going to practice that movement, and then you're going to have a couple warm-up sets, okay, before you have your kill set, okay? And I know that sounds a little dramatic, but your kill set is your set that you do the full engagement of this way of lifting, the IX8 way of lifting. And it's essentially you're warming up to hone in on one set. It will be the most intense, potentially near orgasmic, if I can use that term, experience that I think you may have ever experienced in lifting. This is very fun to do, but also it's very intense. Therefore, I have created the IX9 program that you can cycle into, and it combines very well with IX8. So you don't have to get it, okay? But if after so many weeks, you're going to be like, I'm a little, my nerves are fried because this is so intense. Although you'll have incredible potential muscle and strength gains. And but you'll be like, you'll need to cycle out and kind of do something that balances out this, and then you can cycle back in. Why would you cycle back in and out? So you can grow bigger and stronger quicker, so you can look great. And for those of you who do not know, okay, and why do we do all this? Well, especially out there, fellas and ladies, okay, but particularly you guys, the more muscle you get that's balanced, okay, and looks good, with the reduction of fat, you walk around a big beer belly. Uh, the, 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 the more benefits you get, okay? And the benefits are tremendous, okay? People impute credibility. Okay? They impute genius to me in other realms that are unrelated to muscle building because I look big and strong. And I thought I was at a particular conference recently, and it was amazing. They were introducing me to the some really big businessmen, and they didn't even know what I did. All right, they just gave me extra credibility because I looked, like some said I looked like Clark or Superman or something. Compared to those guys, I mean, Anyways, so that's one example. Another example is attraction. All right, you're going to be respected more by the same sex, and you will create dramatic increases in attraction from the opposite sex. All right, and so no matter what your face looks like, I mean, if you look like a pug, you can increase attraction dramatically by shaping your body. All right, and it's incredible what happens. So I speak from coming out of a few injuries, so I got out of shape then for a couple years there, and then I got back in shape, and I just noticed the response difference, and it was pretty neat. So I'm here to say that we all need to work out. All right, we can't just sit around. We'll chop decades off our life if we just sit all the time, right? We have to work out for our health, for our agility. You don't use it, you lose it, and so we have to work out. So we might as well look like we work out. We might as well look good from working out instead of just looking the same. So therefore, that's why you want to buy my stuff, because I'm that kind of guy too that has other things going on in life. I'm not a full-time professional bodybuilder, although I'm surrounded by full-time professional bodybuilders, pro athletes, and stuff, many friends who are. So I want for you to be able to go into the gym, get your stuff done, lift safely. All right, I give you a lot of training about safety, pitfalls to avoid, and just from my personal experiences. I'm not a doctor, but I've had a lot of different experiences that you can benefit from. My experiences and that of others. Other powerlifters, pro bodybuilders, pro football players that I know, and benefit from these experiences that I've collected, and especially for the nominal price as you see below. Usually I sell products that are in the several $1,000s range, right? So really, by the benefits in this course, you're getting a 5, 10, 100, maybe 1,000 times benefits of this of the benefits from this course compared to the price. And I mentioned the benefits: attraction, imputed success, health, then also more safety in your lifting, more effectiveness from your working out. And so therefore, you should definitely consider getting this course now, adding to your knowledge, try it out, practice the form, get better in it. This form will correct all your form and all your workouts. In my opinion, you will very likely gain strength, muscle, and plus you'll fill the gaps in that you've had before in your form, and now you can have perfect form going down, going up, and at the tops and the bottoms of your lift. So if you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, get started. I think this program, Muscle Cranking System IX8, will change your life. It will definitely help you lift better and more effectively. And I think if you keep at it and cycle out when you need to, cycle back on, I think that your potential success throughout all aspects of life can be increased. And I say that because that's what's happened to me. All right. Okay, so to get started, simply go below, click the add to cart. You know how to do the rest. All right, thank you.